Hello, and look at the magnifying glass. Hello, and welcome to another beer review from the Low Cost Beer Mystery Box, gifted to Raggy's Beer Reviews from Mr. Mersey Beers, one of the kings of the YouTube beer review community. So here's tonight's beer. I've got to be honest, I ain't got a clue who it's from. I can see the robot thing, but I'm not sure who it's from. So I've got the magnifying glass tonight just to make sure I can do it. So it says it's Shebang, and it's a hazy pale ale at 3.8%. Good evening, Mr. POW. How are you, matey? So our magical mix of cashmere and mosaic hops, Shebang, is made from summer sessions, light and hazy, with berries on the nose and a lovely mouthfeel of melon and tropical fruit. Hops, cashmere, mosaic. Little Goldsmith's Farm at Beachy Road, Hookfield, East Sussex. So Only with Love must be the brewer. Yeah, Only with Love. There you go. On the front. I've never heard of them. That's obviously not, not a massive thing. Made for the start at last. Yeah. And I'm 2 minutes behind because I set it up and then I sat on the settee getting warm, and I'm looking and think, oh shit, it's supposed to be doing a review. Brightside Brewery Brewdolf. Same name as what Witchwood, some years ago now. Whether Witchwood Marston's still do that beer name. And I think as well, actually, Blue Monkey near me have a Brewdolf as well. So it's obviously a name of beer replicated around the country. So brand new brewery for me. Never heard of them. Not in the slightest heard of this brewery. So interesting. It's Friday night. I've officially broke up from work, and all good and all very good. Good evening, Mark. How are you, matey? And thank you. Yeah, broke up from work. Who's happy? Who's broke up from work and who's happy about it? I know I am. Son's got his house today. Been to the house, sorting out all his bills. I tell you what, you don't realise until you get a new house how much bills you've got to sort out. And the cheeky bleeders, the TV license people, want you to pay a year up front. That's crafty, that, isn't it? He's on a water meter, which I think is actually, for a single bloke, is a good idea. To be on a water meter. It's cheaper than paying, the other way like we do. We pay a hell of a lot for our water. And but I do use a lot of water in the summer, especially in the hot tub, and water in the garden. But to be honest, when I'm paying for it, I think to myself, sod it, I'll have it on more. I'll use more just to make sure I get my money's worth. And 1,200 litres in the hot tub every few weeks, every couple of weeks or every week in the summer months, you soon use you get your money's worth, which is how it should be. So, yeah. Only with Love is the brewery name. Never heard of them. Yeah, that's a new one for me. And Shebang. So, Tiny Rebel and Woodgate do a Brewdolf. So it's obviously a name that a lot of them obviously do. This is my 4th beer review of the day. I've done 3 more beer reviews already. I've been doing literally the live beer reviews all week, and I've got no filler, what I call filler beer reviews, for the other time of the day when I'm not doing lives. So I've actually I've done a few this afternoon. So trying to catch up on some content. It's all good fun. Obviously, day 11 of the Hobson's calendar tonight, and a new beer to try as well. So I'm interested about that, to be honest. So, Only with Love. You class this more citrusy on the aroma. It did say melon, to be fair. So melon's tropical. So, yeah, I suppose a blend of both. Certainly not just tropical. Oh, it's in the spot though. Nice, vibrant beer. I'm looking forward for the weekend. I really am. I've been looking forward for the weekend all week. I've been looking forward for 2 weeks off for a long while. So, yeah. And then I've literally got to go all January, February, March with no days off. So, yeah. Although technically, I don't do gardens that time of the year. Maybe next door at the Chinese garden next door, and then that's it. So I get me my Saturdays for free all the time. Although I can already see that I'm going to be doing painting. Went to my son's house, and yeah, each room needs, well, certainly downstairs needs a blast, just to, you know, make it look pristine and fresh. And hopefully he'll love his new house. Neighbours seem nice. Seen one of the neighbours tonight. Said hello, and they work in near us, so they work this end of the city, and my son's at the other end. So it just goes to show you, isn't it? What a small world it is at times. So it's light, it's easy drinking. It's a new brewery. I've never heard of it, never come across it. So yeah, really interesting. I'm liking these low cost beers. They remind me of the old low cost, where you used to get breweries you'd never heard of. And as a fan of beer, to get beers from them sort of breweries is always, you know, well received. I love the local breweries, but you know, it is nice to get beers from breweries. And I've looked in there and I can't even make out the names of some of the breweries. Not without the magnifying glass anyway. So yeah, definitely new to me. It's Friday night, the weekend now. Oh, off out tomorrow afternoon for a few bevies. Although literally all my friends, they're all out tonight drinking in pubs. So we're sat at home. It's hey ho, can't win them all. That's why I like doing beer reviews in the shed. It's easy, you know. It's easy just to chill out and do a beer review, and then go back up the house, sit in the warm, and just chill out, watch some Christmas stuff on TV, cook some food, just enjoy being away from the work element for a bit. Although to be fair, my Newark website has actually bought me some beers, some chocolates, and God knows what the other thing is. I think it's some sort of biscuit. And, you know, super kind and lovely, genuine thank you for work, hard work done. And appreciation, I think, is absolutely king. Now, it says it's live, but the numbers aren't going up. And I do worry at times that it's stalled on me. And let me see if I can just do a test, just to make sure that it's not. Let me do an hello, just for curiosity's sakes. And oh, it does say hello. Right, okay. I have to test. And good evening, Mr. Mersey Bears. You know, thank you for that. You know, after the more mountains one, the stout, and I'm talking 11 minutes, literally no one's coming on, no one's talking. And I'm like, this is weird. And I mean, usually you get somebody, even on a quiet time, there's always somebody. It's really funny, but in the mornings, I've done morning lives at times, and there's been more people chatting in the morning as in the evening. I suppose in the evening, there's more beer reviewers actually doing beer stuff. I'm having a Welsh Sparkle Pale Ale from Treboom, a new brewery in North Wales. Got it from Own Bargains. Bloody Own Bargains. I'd love that locally. you know, and I assume that Treboom, rather. I'll show you the can in a minute, mate. Yeah, I've never seen that brewery, and maybe it's not a big brewery, maybe it's just local for your area. What a shame it's not all around the country. So yeah, I've never heard of them, Adam. So it says only with love there, just there. And I'll read it again. Our magical mix of cashmere mosaic hops Shebang is made for summer sessions, light and hazy with berries on the nose and a lovely mouthfeel of melon and tropical fruit. I'd call it more citrus and tropical than just that. And I'm not getting the berries. Look, Little Goldsmith's Farm, Beachy Road, Hookfield, East Sussex, TN 22 5JG. Oh God, and it just says only with love. So yeah, only with love. And their social media, Instagram is only with love, and then there's a picture of the world, only with love.co. So I'm not 100%. If you look at the bottom, you can just see. Yeah, there you go. You can. I don't know what the world thing is. It's not obviously it's not Facebook. But yeah, it's a new one on me. It is what it is, you know. Only with love. So there we go. The old can is now in. Shebang. Yeah, shebang. I'll put it there because you can actually read it. Yeah, there we go. That's better. It's a nice, quite a thick, hazy, orangey pour with a white head. I'm still not getting berries, you know. Obviously, everyone's taste buds and those buds are the same. Right, let me see if I can get the melon now. I'm definitely getting tropical, but clear melon is not what I'm getting. But it is what it is. It's just a nice tasting beer, nonetheless. But yeah, only with love. I'll have to Google it later just for my own curiosity and see who they are and where they're from and what they've made and what sort of brewery is it? A micro. I've had stuff on cast from them, but never seen a can. Right, yo. Yeah, I've never heard of them. And obviously, you're not going to hear of everyone. It's as simple as that. There's no one out there who's heard of every brewery, unless you are an absolute encyclopedia. There's breweries literally hundreds of yards away from me, you know, a single person brewery starting to do stuff. And I've never seen their beers anywhere, but I know they exist, you know. So yeah, it's amazing, like, you know, beer festivals, and you see these breweries and like Good Name Brewing, and you're like, who the hell's Good Name Brewing? And he's actually the head brewer at Blue Monkey, but he also does Good Name Brewing as well. Great British Beer Crawl is halfway through doing 50 pubs in Liverpool. His mate is down. He's a big lad, though. He's a big lad. And he's a nice lad. He is. I forget his name now. And it's amazing how he went viral, because they started off as the Great Nottinghamshire Pub Crawl. And him and Holly, I forgot his Dale's his name. And he was a pub landlord at some stage back in the day. And Holly, you know, she does a bit on the internet herself. Yeah, I won't say anymore, but she does a bit on the internet herself. Knew of him when he owned a wrestling company. He's got the bulk for it, hasn't he? That's interesting. I didn't know that. They started doing the Great Nottinghamshire pub crawl, and he started to go viral. And now he's absolutely viral. Yeah. He's making good coin off the internet. Fair play. I have absolutely no issues with anybody who can use the tools of the world that are out there to make the money. Why work like an idiot when you can do what you're doing, which is still work, because social media is work. I work on social media. Don't get fuck all for it, but yeah, I work. I do plenty of hours across the week, a hell of a lot of hours on social media. It's more of a hobby for me. I'd have loved it to have gone viral, but it's never going to happen. But he definitely has gone viral. Last time I looked on Facebook, he was well over 100,000. On YouTube, he's gone from a few on YouTube, and he's literally in the stratosphere. So, fair play to him. Some people get there, some people don't. And social media is not always fair, because there are great people doing great stuff and getting little to no views. And then there's other people, and you have to look at that twat who's fighting Anthony Joshua tonight, and the millions he's earned, and you think to yourself, you're just a loudmouth muscle boy. And and him and his brother, Logan Paul, Josh Paul, or whatever his name is, Jake Paul, fucking George Paul, I don't care what his name is. But, but again, we're in that day and age of social media being crazy. Yeah, there's lots of good personalities out there that don't do what they do. And, oh, back on. So I sent a comment saying, oh no, and it says trouble connecting, and it's come back on. So, thank God. That's the first time in about 7 or 8 reviews, that this Chromebook has had an issue. Back very slow. Oh, it kills me. The internet, though, over the next week or two is going to be ridiculously slow. Yeah, I've got one in the house, but I don't think it'd work in the shed. A Wi-Fi you plug in to extend the internet. I'd have to try, actually, because it should work, because it's a Virgin one and we're on Virgin, so it should work down the shed to increase the internet. That'd be interesting. You've just reminded me, we've got the plug-in. I might try and do that. Might try and do it later, see if it works. But I'd rather do it on a review where I'm not overly bothered if it fails. It is what it is. You can't win them all sometimes with these. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I used to have one. I used to have the plug-in that fitted in the shed, but I don't know what happened. Whether it's something to do with our internet, when they changed calibrations on the internet, and it stopped all the the Wi-Fi plugins from working properly. We had 2 logins to get on our own internet, which is strange. We had a 2.5 gig and a 5 gig hertz connection, and they made us 2. I don't know why they did. And then years later, it was playing up to high heaven, and they killed off both and put us back on 1. Yeah, No idea. So again, with this one, it's a lovely yellowy orange pour, quite vibrant orange. Not that you can see it. I just realised that. A vibrant orange pour, to be fair. Same as the can, really, if you think about it. Yeah, I don't know why Virgin did that. It was the same password, but two connections to the internet. Even I couldn't work that one out, and it knackered up all my plugins that used to work fantastic. Stopped working. I need to have a go again. Son's moving out literally in the next few days, and we're going to move the router. Forgot the name of it then. Move the router into our bedroom, so we've got better internet in our bedroom. Yeah, I won't be surprised. We've got our internet. We've had to do that. The internet downstairs is shocking, absolutely bloody shocking. And I do wonder. So we really want better internet in the front room, because that's where we watch TV. And then put the extender, the plug-in extender thing in the son who's moving into my other son's bedroom in there, so he gets good internet. But I might bring that plug-in down just to see if it works half decent. They did say they'll give us more plugins, which is crap, really. Just sort your flipping internet out in the first place. But yeah. So yeah, I've enjoyed this. It's been tropical. Not really got the melon. I've not got the berries on the nose, but I have got the tropical all the way along. So yeah, Only with Love. I've never heard of them, to be honest. New one for me. That's not a bad thing, though. You need a router in a central location that repeaters in between the router and where the signal drops. Ah, interesting. This pale ale from Shebang is quality beer. I'll have to find it on cask. I think it will cost more than £1.69. I paid for it. And yeah, I think it will. £1.69. Usually the case, if that's the case, what they've done, they've brewed a load and they need to get rid. And they've sold it to Home Bargains for, a very cheap price. Anything between 50 pence and £1 a can. Home Bargains have bought the lot, which alleviates the brewery, helps the brewery out. But obviously, £1.69 for a can of craft beer is not going to make, unless you're Love Lane Brewing, who actually are Home Bargains, you're going to struggle. Yeah, our inside walls are quite thick. Our outside walls are thin as hell. Yeah, that's why it's always freezing. And why they did it that way is beyond me. But yeah, Shebang Hazy Pale Ale, 3.8%. Can't tell the ABV. Got to be honest. No sign at all of what the ABV is. I couldn't tell if it was a 5% or a 3%, which is a good thing, in the grand scheme of things. Only with Love, new for me. But yeah, a lovely beer, lovely tropical beer, very easy drinking. Yeah, can't fault it. Certainly holding its head well. I mean, that white head stayed. We're literally 24 minutes into the review and still got a head on it. I mean, I've just flicked it round then, but yeah, that's a decent head. And again, the melon, I mean, tropical, yes. Melon, I'm not getting still. Good evening, Benjamin. How are you? It's been a while, mate. It's been a while. I shall be doing these reviews over Christmas. I may have some beers. I may carry on. Depending on how I am, at least carry on one a day through Christmas. Once the Tomorrow night, the Hobson's beers actually finish, and the low cost ones will go up to Christmas Eve. However, I've got some other beers that have been new to the channel, and I'm going to review them live. So yeah, one a day over the Christmas period. So yeah, one a day I think is good. Two's probably slightly too much. Probably this time because it's cold. But it's been great to do live, to be honest. Sanders Power Mate just poured Brew York Odin's Gaze. I've had that. Nice beer. From Morrison's. Yeah, decent. We are going over the next few days to Sainsbury's. Been to Asda today. Don't bother. The fair range is shit. Absolutely dog muck. There's nothing new in. There's been nothing new in for a while. They did do a nice craft beer update about 6 months ago, but nothing since. Yeah, it's crap. Don't bother. Tesco's, yeah, there's a few bits in Tesco's that are of interest on the craft stage. You'll get 4 from Tesco's that you've probably not had before. Morrison's and Sainsbury's, absolutely, yes. Sainsbury's, even more so. There's Sainsbury's, you'll get anything up to 12 newbies from Sainsbury's. There's a lot of new stuff in Sainsbury's. Morrison's, again, depending on when you've been and when you haven't been, anything up to 12 from them. So I know where I'm going over the next few days. The wife's given me a budget from her, and Sainsbury's from her. I think from my son, I'll go over to Morrison's and, get a few newbies for the channel. I like doing supermarket beers. Why? Because the ability, everyone mostly has got the ability to get them, unless they just end up in Nottingham, and that's it. I agree, Benjamin. Yeah, good craft, trad and German. And I think, is it Augustina? Is now in Sainsbury's, permanent. So I was told the other day. I need to go into my local Sainsbury's and double check that. And if it is, I'm having it. But yeah, there's some Impy Stouts in there, Northern Monk most likely, and other bits and bobs that I've not had before. So that's interesting. Daya doing £20 free delivery until midnight tonight. Ooh, I like Daya. Yeah, I'd like to see what anything big on that, like Impy Stout big. But £20 free delivery. Fucking hell. Because free delivery is £7. So it kills you, or it's like 60 bloody quid to get the free delivery. And again, when people have only got, who are gifting you, have only got 20 quid, it's not easy. Yes, I've had cases of it. To me, it doesn't taste the same as Augustine's from bottle shop, but that could be in my head. It should not be any different. It should, because I mean, Adam will probably know more than me. They should brew to the German purity law, surely. They have one Impy Stout, but it's £12 in 3.7ml bottle. Ooh. It's 11% an honeycomb Impy Stout. Yeah, I'm not so sure I'm paying that price. Oh, there you. Yeah. Now I'm trying to think. I'm thinking Sainsbury's have got £11 Impy Stout. Daya's got that. Yeah. Okay, now click the ad. Yeah, I forgot where I was going then. Rightio. Ooh. Yeah, I've just reviewed a honeycomb Impy Stout, honeycomb stout tonight. It was nice, but yeah. It's not being kept cold. Probably sat next to a radiator. That'll be the difference. So temperature is going to make the difference, isn't it? They have the Hokum Stomp Porter. Nitro version, that's only 4.6 but 500ml can. Rightio. Gotta be honest, Daya and Verdant cask. Wow. I had 2 Daya cask beers when we went down to Cheltenham, and they were both absolutely stonking. Yeah, you know, you can tell the difference. Obviously, you don't see a lot of Daya cask, not in Nottingham anyway, or Verdant cask. And I went to Verdant and had cask as well. And cask is always king. Cask, is living. It's fresh as hell, and yeah, both from both breweries, their cask beers were absolutely exceptional on some level. Again, in Nottingham, we just don't see them. I suppose it's a bit of a trek from Cheltenham and Cornwall to Nottingham. Right, yeah. Never done it before. Daya. Well, that's interesting. Got 10 cans of Estrella Galacia for 11 quid in Tesco. Better than most Madri actually brewed in Spain. Better than that Madri, yeah. Oh, definitely, yeah. Estrella. Yeah, always better than bloody Madri. Oh, God. Not bloody Madri. Verdant didn't do cask when they first started, then stopped. Oh, did do cask and then started back a couple of years ago. Yeah. I mean, from both breweries, you go and you see cask and you're thinking, oh, I've got to do it. So from Daya, I had about flipping heck. I had about 14 different beers. Obviously, not all mine. I did sippy beer reviews because literally I can't drink 14 halves or 14 pints. Jesus me. Yeah, I'm not that good. And then still walk back. Verdant or whatever you call it. I did 3, and then I also did sippy reviews of Andy's as well. He got 2, so 5 in Daya, in Verdant rather. Although both tap rooms, Jesus me, proper decent tap rooms. Verdant's very upmarket. Daya's big, 2 tap rooms, big outdoor seating. But must visit locations. Must visit. Daya's steady rolling man cast reminded of how steady rolling cast used to be. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it, that breweries and Brewdog are exceptionally bad for this. How they've ruined their own beer. But obviously trying to stay competitive, cheap, and all that business. Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? For any brewery now. I'd rather pay a bit more for a beer, but there's also a limit on how much I can afford to pay for a beer and how much I think I'm not paying that. I mean, when I see breweries selling impy stouts for like 10 or 12 quid, good evening, Kevin, and thank you for the beer on Sunday. Yeah, when you first said it, I'm like, why does he want to know what table I am at Wetherspoons? Got down to Wetherspoons, and obviously somebody did a table order, and I'm like, okay. And then obviously it clicked. I've actually never done a table order, so I didn't know what the crack was there. But yeah. But saying that, obviously I go on the app and it says what table you're at, and I says I'm browsing. I'm only browsing to see what beers are on for obvious reasons. But yeah, thank you for the beer. It was a lovely beer as well, to be fair. But 34 minutes in, going to have to end soon. Come back at 7:30. Need to charge my phone up. Phone's going to literally die on me. 12 portions of peas. That would have been funny. I've had food at Wetherspoons. It's not the greatest. I had a burger once, and this thing came. This thing, fucking burger was like this. And I thought, the hell's that? Is it a kid's portion? And I didn't order a kid's burger. I ordered a full burger with chips and whatnot. And what came, and everyone on the table just laughed. And I wasn't laughing, I paid for it. But yeah, it was yeah, not quite what I was expecting, shall we say. Yeah. But Weatherspoons at the moment, whether you like Weatherspoons or not, they are fantastic. Thank you. They are fantastic for the Christmassy beers at the moment. You know, depending on what part of the country in, and also depending on what Weatherspoons you go to. Some Weatherspoons in Nottingham, no Christmas beers. Some, because we're surrounded by Weatherspoons, literally two or three in town, and there's about 8 or 9 locally to me that I can just think of straight off hand. And the one in Beeston, they are having quite a few Christmassy beers. They don't last long though. You know, when the good ones come on, boy, do they fly off the shelf. So, you know, it is what it is on that. And if anybody from Only for Love, Only for what? Only with Love brewery watchers, lovely beer. Would I drink it again? Yeah, would you? More tropical, but I couldn't get the berries, gotta be honest. And maybe not the melon either, but I certainly got tropical flavours bursting in. A good 4.2 out of 5 for me. And the new brewery as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm looking forward to going out and having a couple of beers. Although first thing in the morning, I'm building, doing some IKEA building with my son while he waits for all his new washing machine, dishwasher, and fridge freezer and stuff to arrive. So very exciting time for him. Yeah, I ain't cried yet because he's leaving, but yeah, I'm sure a tear will come to my head at some stage when it feels strange. But his second bedroom is actually setting up for his younger brother, who obviously is at home. Yeah, we're going to set that up with game consoles, the TV. So at some stage, me and the wife are going out at weekends and on little trips away. So yeah, and he's having a dog as well. Winner. Yeah. See how long that lasts. Yeah. See how long the dog likes it as well. Not being with his mum and dad. Yeah. Although it's with his brothers, so it's not too bad. Yeah. In the grand scheme of things, she'll be fine. She'll get used to it. The dog, that is. Not my wife. But I'm literally nearly 8 minutes over my time. I do apologise. But lovely beer. Back at 7:30 for the Hobson's Brewery beer review. Thank you for watching. Thank you. See you all. See you soon. Cheers all. I've got the house now and warm up because I'm freezing in the shed. It is not warm at all. Cheers.